Hey, what's up, guys? This is Jason. I'm a trainer, nutrition coach, and an amateur hobbyist as far as welding, fabricating. And so I'm here to show you today my monstrosity, my cool creation here that I've chopped up a couple times and redid. All right, guys, so this is the build. So side raise, lateral raise up to the sides through about 100 degrees range of motion. Ended up bringing the pivot from 20 inches to 8 as far as the distance between those two. Ended up adding the rear peg, the plate holder, in order to balance these two block bearings, which you'll see here in a second. Decided to go with the swivel arm for the gripper, just to have two different ways to rotate, right? So basically what it looks like is here. And you can kind of mess with the height, but right now I got it kind of high. Feel like I can lock out at the top a little easier that way. Just like so. So as you can hear, perfectly quiet. And of course, doing single arm is kind of nice. What I like to do there is just kind of move this other swing arm out of the way with my forearm. That way I can get a nice motion here. Just like so. And so yeah, loadable as heavy as you think you can go. I did mess around with ChatGPT and get some torque angles. So basically, if I add about 45-pound plate, it equals about 45 pound dumbbells. Oh, so one more thing I didn't mention in the video was this offset here from the main swing arm. It provides for easier top end range of motion, so it gives you a really good lockout. But you know, just the right amount. So thank you, ChatGPT, for helping me with that. So the torque ends up dropping off about 20% by the top. So that's, you know, pretty favorable. So all right, guys. So I wanted to show you what ChatGPT was able to help me with. Series 1 through 9 is basically 20 through 100 degrees range of motion, and then we have the torque in pounds on the left y-axis here. We'll zoom into that so you can see. So 61 pounds being my machine loaded with a 25-pound plate. You can see the torque drop off compared to dumbbells, which, you know, at angles 80, 90, 100, you're getting the most torque way out there, which, I don't know, feels like sometimes a bit on the rotator cuff, while this type of machine feels pretty smooth throughout the range of motion. You got swivel here, nice side raise. I do feel like it's a little tall right now, so I don't really feel it in the bottom range as much. So you see it's not too heavy right now. I have gone up to 25s. It's a little bit much, but I honestly, in the last 2 weeks of just testing this thing, have seen a big difference in my side delts. And I do cables, I do dumbbells, but to really target that side delt, it's kind of hard. You see these kind of machines made out of wood. We're in a bodybuilding gym. I wanted to build something better, which is ambitious, but you know, also kind of geeked out on the bearings here. I wanted all 3 different types of block bearings. And I find it that if you do single side, and you could cushion in the middle, I don't care if it gets a little scuffed up there. I do find that if you're able to do the 2 at a time, you can kind of finish off 1 at a time. It's much easier 1 at a time. Just like so. So no idea how front view is going to look, but right here, right now, just like that. So yeah, 36 pounds per arm. It's including all hardware. I did measure each piece individually before I put it together. All identical, which is kind of satisfying from an OCD standpoint, but you can also just hold it here. And again, single arm. You could also go here. I'm just kidding, but anyway, hopefully this helps and gives you an idea of what you can build at home out of wood. I might go with 3/8 inch steel or 1/4 inch, although 1/4 inch kind of a little bit thinner, but should hold this design. And of course you could just do regular handles. So anyways, hope you guys appreciate the little explanation. And here's a little close up. So let me go ahead and just take it off here. So close up on the handle. Kind of gives you an idea. Some welds with a 90 amp welder. You know, 1/2 inch steel is kind of a lot, but those are 4 inches. And then these back here end up being 10 inches. So just enough to reach back here and match the loading between sides on either side of the block bearings there, you see. So as long as you can get the same distance out from the pivot, these are going to rotate super smooth and quiet. And of course, you don't want any deviation really if you can. I mean, if you're already building it, you already have some basic welding skills, then why not? So next video, going to be showing those off, and maybe one for that down there.